Now stay tuned for Game 2 of our NFL Divisional Playoff doubleheader. Up next, the San Francisco 49ers host the Green Bay Packers. Ryan Radke, Mike Golick, and Laura Oakman are standing by to bring you all the action. Then tomorrow, another double dose of playoff action. First, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers battle the Detroit Lions, followed by the Kansas City Chiefs and Buffalo Bills. Coverage begins at 2:30 Eastern Time on most of these same stations on the NFL app, Alexa-enabled devices, or streamed live for free on our website, WestwoodOneSports.com. From the wild card round all the way to Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas, the NFL playoffs are on Westwood One. Once again, our final score, we have one participant for Championship Sunday from M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore 34, Houston 10. For Tom McCarthy, Ross Tucker, and Ryan Leaf, I'm Scott Graham. Thanks for joining us. You've been listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
You're home for NFL Sunday all season long in Hayes and Great Bend. It's KXNC, Net City, 104.7 KISS FM. The following is a presentation of Westwood One Sports. It's time for the NFL Divisional Playoffs, presented by Intuit TurboTax. Tonight it's the Green Bay Packers.
Here's the snap. Dak back to pass. Throws up the middle. Intercepted. Picked up by Savage. Down the near side numbers. Darnell Savage is gone to the end zone. Touchdown Packers. 26-0 Green Bay. Late in the first half. This place is stunned. And I mean stunned.
And the San Francisco 49ers.
Second and 8 at the 28. Fakes the swing to the left. Fakes it to the right. Throws over the middle. Kittle is open. Kittle to the 10. Chugging to the 5. And into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Purdy with the fake left. The fake right. And the strike over the middle for 28. George Kittle for 6. And a 6-0 San Francisco lead.
Now, let's head to the stadium and join Ryan Radke and Mike Golick.
We welcome you to Levi's Stadium for Game 2 of our NFL Divisional Playoff doubleheader as the top seed of the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers, host the Green Bay Packers. Tonight's NFC Divisional Playoff game is presented by Intuit TurboTax. Hi, everybody. I'm Ryan Radke, along with Mike Golick and our sideline reporter, Laura Oakman. Laura will join us shortly from downstairs, as will Scott Graham from our Westwood One studios. Welcome to Game 2 of our divisional playoff doubleheader here at Levi's Stadium. In Game 1, the top seed in the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens, beat the Houston Texans 34-10. More on that later, but first, time for the Packers and the 49ers. And Green Bay stunned the football world with their dominating 48-32 win at Dallas last week, becoming the first number 7 seed to win a playoff game. The 49ers earned the number 1 seed and the bye after a 12-5 regular season. Mike, the Packers looked amazing last week. They outplayed the Cowboys in every phase of the game. Every team talks about wanting to peak this time of the year, and the Packers look like and feel like they're peaking.
And I think the reason they're peaking is because of the balance they're showing between pass and run. In the last 4 games, 133 runs, 115 passes. I mean, that's gold in a game plan to be able to control the ball, and a lot of times the clock in that case, by running the ball. So I think that's been the key. Not a ton of pressure has been put on Jordan Love, but whatever has been put on him, he has answered the bell.
49ers wrapped up the number 1 seed early. They really haven't played a meaningful game since that Week 17 trip to Washington. Some people look at that, they worry about rust, but the Niners are quick to say, look, that time off gave us time to get healthy. And when we're healthy, we're a dangerous football team.
I don't worry about rust because one thing the 49ers don't do is rely on one person. I think people may think I'm nuts when I say that when you see what Christian McCaffrey has done, but the other weapons they have on the offensive side of the ball, they can spread it around. So rust I'm not worried about with them. That defensive line is deep, getting Eric Armstead back as well. They have all the components to make them the most complimentary team in the league.
And you mentioned Christian McCaffrey. What he did this year, leading the league in rushing, phenomenal. Such a weapon for the 49ers. And Jordan Love has gotten so much attention for Green Bay, rightfully so. But Aaron Jones, I would argue, has been just as important for what the Packers have been able to do.
He has made the job of Jordan Love easier, without question. Over 100 yards in the last few games, and what that brings. Green Bay, Ryan, has been able to stay ahead of the sticks. That's been the biggest thing and the greatest help for a young quarterback is keep the play calling easy to do when you're ahead of the sticks, and so far that's what they've been doing.
Let's check the weather report, sponsored by Prize Picks. Make this game even more exciting with Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Sign up now and make your picks right up to the fourth quarter. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions. It is 57 degrees. It is raining right now. Rain is expected to continue off and on throughout the game tonight. And our sideline reporter, Laura Oakman, is downstairs in that rain right now. Laura, try and stay dry. How are you?
Hello, Ryan. It is a constant heavy rain right now, but the good news is wind in single digits. So that's not surprising. But what is this Green Bay Packer playoff run? Some teams get insulted by the underdog title, but not the youngest team in the league. Green Bay is leaning into it. Matt LaFleur said the underdog role can help alleviate playoff pressure, saying there's a little bit of freedom to being counted out, and we saw it in how they played in Dallas. So Green Bay is playing David, but San Francisco isn't embracing Goliath. Fullback Kyle Juszczyk reminded me, a lot of us were here when we were 0-9. That's ingrained in us. He said Kyle Shanahan never says this is an easy one or we're the favorites. None of that. This week, it was why this team is good and how they can beat us. He said, it is legit. We have total respect for these guys. They are playing really good football. Ryan, back up to you guys in the dry booth.
All right, Laura, thanks very much. Yeah, we're staying dry up here. The players can't say the same. What impact do you think the weather might have, Mike?
Everything stays short, right? You have the running of Aaron Jones, the running of Christian McCaffrey, a short passing game, which, oh, by the way, San Francisco lives on anyway.
Game 2 of our NFL divisional doubleheader between the Packers and the 49ers is coming up. When we return, Scott Graham joins us from our studios. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Hey, it's Michael Fabiano. The playoffs are here. The stakes are higher than ever. And there's no better way to turn playoff football's big game energy into 100 times your money than Prize Picks. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less than their projection for a wide variety of stats, and place your entry. It's that easy. You could turn $10 into $1,000 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and an enormous selection of players and stat options are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Get in the lab and cook up your winning entry. Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million football fans who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks is matching your first deposit up to $100 when you download the Prize Picks app and use code PRIMETIME. That's code PRIMETIME on Prize Picks for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Scott Graham from our Westwood One studios as we get you ready for Game 2 of our divisional round doubleheader, the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Of course, the Niners had a great run last year with their kid quarterback who had been Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He got hurt in the NFC Championship game, but as he gets ready for this next round of going through the playoffs, it seemed only right that he would reminisce back to his first playoff experience last year.
The first game was a little bit tense, just in terms of, every play mattered, not trying to turn the ball over, but at the same time, making plays still and winning and doing what it takes to win. So those were things I sort of had to learn, and watching the film, it's sort of, you get back into that feeling of last year and the first time in a playoff game. And so it's sort of good to remember those kinds of things moving forward, sort of understanding what to expect, for the first playoff game this year for me.
Matt LaFleur has taken a very young Green Bay Packers team through one playoff win. Now he's got to go up against his old friend Kyle Shanahan. He coached with him in Houston, Washington, and Atlanta. He's 0-2 against Kyle Shanahan. But it's not just the coach. His team's got to play the 49ers tonight.
Well, you better play your best when and also you better buckle your chin strap because they're a very physical football team. And if you don't match that physicality, they'll run you right off the field. So that is a challenge for us. I got a lot of respect for their play style, for their players, their coaches, and you have got to play your best in order to play one of the elite teams in the National Football League.
A lot of analysis goes into what goes on in an NFL playoff game, but Matt LaFleur's old buddy Kyle Shanahan says it really all focuses on what we're about to see.
There's a lot of stuff to think about, but it comes down to what you do in 3.5 hours. And if you got a little amount of time to prepare for that, a lot amount of time, if it's a team you've played for 3 times, a team you haven't played in 2 years, there's lots of things to think about and talk about. All we try to do is study the film and prepare for how those 3.5 hours will go. But once it starts, you just cut it loose and you ride.
And so we've got a ball game in game number 2 with the number 1 seed on the field. Game number 1 just moments ago with the number 1 seed on the field ended exactly the way Baltimore hoped it would.
High formation, likely the tight end who was acting as the fullback moves to the right. Justice Hill in the backfield. Off the play fake. Jackson rolls to his left. Ball to his left. Inside the 10. Out of the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Lamar Jackson. An 8-yard touchdown run. He has 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns. And the Ravens are on top 30-10.
They win it 34-10 to survive and advance. Coming up next, Ryan Radke and Mike Golick will be back with the keys to the game. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Precision Valley Golf Center in Hayes is the perfect place to take your friends, family, or that special someone for an evening of fun. They have virtual driving ranges that simulate the top courses in America. They also have a fantastic mini golf course outside along with a driving range. And for the hardcore golf enthusiasts, you'll find a complete pro shop with all the top brand names in the game. If you haven't been to the Precision Valley Golf Center in Hayes, then you're missing out. Get in the game. Go see them today at 1500 West 27th Street in Hayes.
Get ahead of the fall rush with Worth Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning of Hayes. Don't wait until the chill sets in. Our skilled technicians are standing by to make sure your home is ready for the changing season. Schedule your plumbing and heating system checkup now and experience worry-free comfort all season long. Worth Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning of Hayes.
Don't wait, because you're worth it.
Telephone, wireless, internet, and TV. Connected all together with GBT. When your home or business needs security, connected all together with GBT. Nextech Wireless has a plan to serve your needs. See how easy switching over now can be. We're the gateway to broadband and technology. Connected all together with GBT.
Electric space heaters can be a great way to keep warm during the winter when used safely. Plug space heaters directly into a wall outlet, never into an extension cord or power strip. Only use space heaters in occupied rooms and always ensure there's a working smoke detector. Keep space heaters 3 feet away from drapes, furniture, and other flammable materials. A safety message from Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative, making energy work for you.
A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Levi's Stadium. It's the Packers and the 49ers. Time for Mike Golick to tell us how each team can take control of this game. Mike's keys are sponsored by Empower. Take control of your financial future and empower what's next. Get your free dashboard at empower.com. Mike, let's start with the Green Bay Packers looking for a second straight shocking win in the playoffs. How do they get it done?
Well, let's go back to their last 4 games, including the playoffs. In their wins, they've run the ball incredibly well with Aaron Jones going for his 4th straight game with over 100 yards. But what that does, Ryan, is it sets everything up for Jordan Love and the passing game to all these young receivers that he has. But that will be the key to the game. Continue to do that. Green Bay defensively, very simple. 49ers have the best yards after catch since 2017. They throw a short pass, you've got to be able to tackle the receiver.
All right, let's talk about the keys for the 49ers trying to get back to the NFC Championship game yet again.
So this is pretty simple. Heavy dose of Christian McCaffrey, right? Because that sets up everything else. You get him the ball, whether it's running or throwing him the ball. You get that defense to key on him, and then they have a great arsenal of where else they're going to go with the ball. So pretty good on them to be able to do that. Defensively, they need to stop that run that I just talked about with Green Bay. They're getting Eric Armstead back in the middle of that D-line. I think that's going to help pretty well to help stop that run. But that's going to be the key for them because we've seen Jordan Love spread this ball out incredibly well to everybody else. Try and make them one-dimensional. Young quarterback, young receivers, young team. Try and take them out of the complementary football that they have been playing.
How tough is it to beat the 49ers in this round? Last 6 playoff appearances, the 49ers have gone to at least the NFC Championship game. The opening kickoff between the Packers and the 49ers is coming up. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Hey folks, Rich Eisen here. Get ready because the football playoffs are here and the guys on my show are having a blast picking their teams and stats on Prize Picks. Plus, with basketball season going strong, they're able to pick combo projections across both sports. Join them on prizepicks.com/primetime. Easy gameplay and an enormous selection of players and stat options are what they tell me makes Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. And right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Brockman's loving that aspect. He's hooked. And all you need to do is visit prizepicks.com/primetime and use code primetime. That's code primetime at prizepicks.com/primetime for a first deposit match up to $100. Don't be left on the sideline this basketball season. Go to Prize Picks. Daily fantasy sports made easy. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
59 degrees and raining here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The Packers won the toss, and for a second straight week, they will receive. Green Bay takes the field in their white jerseys, green numbers. They have gold pants and gold helmets. For the 49ers, they are in the red jerseys with white numbers. They have gold pants and the gold helmets. Let's head downstairs, check in with Laura Oakman before the kick.
Ryan, Nanu corner, Charvarius Ward said Green Bay's receivers are dangerous, saying as young as they are not scared. He said all 5 wideouts have unique skill sets and anybody can get the ball anytime. He said all the DBs and even linebackers have to be on it because any moment the ball can come your way. Message, be prepared to make a play because they're looking to make a statement.
All right, Laura, thanks very much. And Mike, you talked about it. Jaden Reed didn't have a catch last week, but Romeo Doubs had his first 100-yard game.
Again, so many first and second year players to spread it out. They didn't even need their leading receiver. And I love them again, starting with the ball. They're trying to set the tone on the road.
Jake Moody will kick it away from our right to our left. And the NFC Divisional Playoff is underway with an end-over-end kick. Keyshawn Nixon comes up, has it at the 8, across the 15 to the 20, cuts right to the 25. He's across the 30. And Nixon is out to the 31-yard line. That's where the Packers will start. First down and 10. Well, Jordan Love, spectacular a week ago. He was 16 of 21, 272 yards and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. Aaron Jones, another 100-yard game, 22 carries for 118 yards and 3 touchdowns. Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed are the wide receivers. Tucker Kraft, Luke Musgrave, the tight end. They played a lot of 2 tight end sets a week ago. They'll open here with 2 receivers right, single man left. Love is in the gun with Aaron Jones to his right. Here's the snap. Love back, swings it out, and over the head of Aaron Jones and incomplete. Trying to get that quickly out to Jones on the perimeter, but the throw was a little bit high, and Love, who was nearly perfect a week ago, off target on his first throw tonight.
So last week they win the toss against Dallas. They take the ball. They promptly go 12 plays, 75 yards in about 8 minutes, with 8 of those plays being run, 7 to Aaron Jones. We see already starting out with a pass and an off-target pass by Jordan Love.
Packers second down 10 from the 31. Ball is on the far side left hash. 3 receivers bunched to the right. Love goes under center. Jones is the single back. Here's the snap. Toss it to Jones. Running right. Cuts it up inside the numbers. Jones spins across the 35, and he stumbles his way all the way out across the 38-yard line. Chase Young made the tackle, but that's a gain of about 8. Aaron Jones with a nice cutback. And he puts the Packers in a third and very manageable.
Really nice cutback. Got the corner on Nick Bosa and was able to cut inside the DB to make it 3rd and short.
Third down, about 2.5. Packers go quickly. Love is in the gun with Jones to his right. 3 receivers left, single man right. They need the 41 for a first down. Love looks over the defense, walks toward the line of scrimmage. Play clock shows 11. Love will talk to his offensive line. He falls back into the gun, motions out to his left, turns, says something to Jones on his right. Play clock at 4. Here's the snap. Love back, looking left, now rolling to his right. He's going to dump it short. That's caught. That's going to be a first down up around the 45-yard line. So Jordan Love, very patient in the pocket, a short roll to his right, dumped it off to Luke Musgrave, who made the catch and was bumped out of bounds for a Packer first down, a gain of 7.
So what they did so well last week was on third and in that area, they would run routes that just moved the sticks. He had 3 wide receivers left, but San Francisco covered them all up tight, didn't give him that easy out, so he ended up going to the other side.
From the Packer 45, first and 10. Love under center with Jones, the single back. Receivers left and right. Here's the snap. Love back on a play fake. Has time, looks, throws left side. That's caught. Musgrave again. And he's knocked out of bounds after a short gain on the play. They'll mark him out at the 47-yard line. They're going to give him the 48. So it's a gain of about 3. And that'll bring up a second down and 7. Back-to-back catches for Musgrave, the tight end.
So already a difference, Ryan, from last week. They've run 4 plays and have 3 passes going so far. Again, short passes, but still going airing it out just a little bit more than they started out last week.
Slot right, single man left, Love under center. Second down, about 7 to go. Jones remains the single back. Love barks out the signals. Play clock shows 8. Love takes the snap. Handoff. Aaron Jones running left across the 50. And he's down close to the San Francisco 45-yard line. And again, that'll leave the Packers with third down and about a yard. Gain of 5 by Aaron Jones on that run. Oren Burks, the former Packer, on the stop. Green Bay thinking about going up tempo, but looks like they will huddle up now.
Nice block by the right guard, John Runyon, on that one. Blocking Kevin Givens. Jones actually ran into Runyon, and he was blocking him and kind of shielded him to gain an extra few yards.
Third down and a yard. Packers need to get just to the San Francisco 45 for a first down. 2 receivers stack right, single man left. Love in the gun, takes the snap. He'll hand off Jones, slicing left. Jones looks like he's got the first down. He does. Just across that 49 or 45-yard line. So Aaron Jones needed 1, picks up 2, and the Packers move the sticks again.
Again, this is what they wanted, like they did in Dallas last week. Take the ball, get the crowd out of the game early. That's why they took the ball and didn't defer, didn't want San Francisco to get a good drive and let this crowd get into it. They're taking the crowd out early, have a nice sustained drive.
From the San Francisco 44, first down and 10, opening drive of the game. 2 receivers right, Dobbs, single man left. Love is in the gun with Jones to his right. Love lifts that right leg, waits. Motions out to his right side, Watson in motion from right to left. Love left foot in front of right. Gets the snap, holds it out, hands it off Jones, running straight ahead along the left hash. Again, finds a nice crease, and he takes it down to the 40-yard line. Fred Warner, the first-team All-Pro with the stop. Gain of 4, that'll bring up second down and 6.
Boy, a nice matchup again with Runyon, the right guard, and Warner, the leading tackler for this team. What a linebacking crew this 49er team has with Warner and Greenlaw. But let me tell you, the Green Bay Packers will take 4 up the middle any day.
4 carries, 18 yards for Aaron Jones. Second down and 6. Ball is at the 49er 40. It's on the far side left hash. 2 receivers stack right, single man left. Love puts his hands to either side of his helmet, goes under center, brings a man in motion from the right. Here's a toss to Jones running right. Jones along the numbers 35, cuts back and gets banged down around the 30. So Aaron Jones getting out to the perimeter and finding a running lane before Burks could make the stop. It's a gain of 10, and Mike, Aaron Jones running right now looks very similar to what we saw a week ago in Dallas.
They came out, as I said, through in the first 3 of the 4 plays, now running the ball more. And we've talked about last week, Ryan, with this Green Bay team, wide receivers need to block. Dontavian Wicks was the one that sealed the block on Nick Bosa that time to give him the corner.
Jones will get his first break of the game. Emmanuel Wilson checks in at running back. First and 10 Packers from the 49er 30. 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends right. Shotgun snap. Here's a handoff. Wilson up the middle, spins out of a tackle, and Emmanuel Wilson works his way to the 26. So a 4-yard gain for the rookie out of Fort Valley State. That'll bring up second down and 6.
Sebastian Joseph Day, who just signed at the end of December, give him a little more help in that middle there on that tackle there. But boy, again, Matt LaFleur's game plan working to perfection right out of the gate, just like last week.
9:55 to go first quarter. Opening drive of the game. Second down and 6 for the Packers. They're at the 49er 26-yard line. 2 receivers stacked left, 2 tight ends right. Love under center with Wilson the back. Sims the tight end in motion from right to left. Love barks out the signals, has the snap, he's back, he'll hand it off Wilson straight ahead, and this time going nowhere. So the 49ers close down any running lane there. No gain of the play. It was Nick Bosa that made the hit. It'll be 3rd and 6 now for Green Bay.
So they got the corner on Bosa on a couple of runs earlier in this drive, and he was done with that. This time Tucker Kraft had the unenviable job of trying to cut him off. Didn't work too well.
Nick Bosa went right by Tucker Kraft.
Every time I see him in pregame with just his T-shirt on, I just get so jealous.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Love is in the gun on 3rd down and 6. Patrick Taylor is in the game at running back to the left of Love. Reed in motion from left to right, trips to that right side now. Play clock down to 2. Love gets the snap, back to pass, looking, floats it deep down the left side for Dobbs. Flag is down, pass is incomplete. There was some contact. A penalty flag went down. It's going to be pass interference against the 49ers, Ambry Thomas.
And I wasn't sure at first if
pass interference, defense number 20. Ball's placed in the spot of the foul, automatic first down.
So I had looked and I wondered if their feet just got tangled up, but no doubt that Thomas hooked him with that left arm and knocked him off balance. That was a good